Hey there, my name is Gudde. I'm a woodworker and furniture maker in Austin, Texas, and welcome to my shop. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking it out. I hope you check out the other videos and like what you see. If you've been here before, welcome back. But today, we're doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to do a quick little repair of my Festool ETS EC 125 3EQ. That's a name. But, so last week I was using this guy, which I use this a lot for all of my finish sanding before I hit my higher grits like 180 and 220. But I was using this and it stopped working, and I got to looking around, and lo and behold, one of the pins, and I'm going to bring you in here in a second to show you this, but one of the two pins sheared off for some reason. So, long story short, I called Festool, had a less than ideal conversation with one of the gentlemen in the repair shop. So I decided that upon his suggestion to look at the exploded diagram of the sander, figure out what exactly I needed to repair this, if it was its own individual part or if I had to actually send it into Festool. And the good news is, it is its own individual part, which I have right here. Without further ado, I'm going to show you what broke, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it. This is the plug-it connector that I use. I've got several of them because I own a bunch of Festool tools, but I use the same one because they're all about the same. And if you see right here, if you see right there, that pin should not be stuck into the connector. Alright, so you have one pin, and then you can see the back has actually been sheared off. It's hard to tell from this angle, but it's been sheared off. So I'm going to show you how to open up the ETS 125 EC, which is the brushless model. I'm going to show you how to replace the power socket and get this guy back into operation. The first thing that you need to do to repair anything on the Festool sanders, or any other tool for that matter, I would assume that they make, is remove the screws. And according to the exploded diagram, there are 5 Torx head screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know exactly which Torx, but we're just gonna jam one in there and see which one fits. Ooh, so close. And then we'll open this guy up. You don't have to remove the pad or the sanding pad. This thing is a 2-part little guy, so. The left side, you gently just kind of pry it apart. The right side will stay put. So I kind of start toward the back here and just open it up carefully. And just be careful because this is attached, but you can actually just remove that. So the whole left side assembly comes apart. Don't mess with anything else unless something else is broken. But this is the 120 volt socket adapter, and this is the culprit, because hopefully you can see that it's sheared off in there. And it just has these 2 connectors for the hot and the neutral. And I have a new connector right here. So I ordered this directly from Festool. I called the parts department, found the part number from the exploded diagram for this specific sander, and ordered it. It was $7.50. In my experience, I have had my track saw repaired by Festool because it's out of warranty. And that's a good time to mention now that don't open your tool up unless you're out of warranty. I purchased this in 2015 or 16, so I am well outside of that 3-year warranty. But I decided to risk it for a $7.50 part because it would have been at least $100 for me to send this thing in and have Festool repair it. Even though they're excellent repair people, it's just far cheaper and less downtime for me than sending a tool in, paying one-way shipping to get it there and then to get it back. It would have been easily $100. So. Alright, while this is open, I'm just going to give this a quick little blowout here with my compressor and then replace the socket. Right, it is worth mentioning that the 2 connectors are actually completely different. Well, they're the same because they've got the spade connector on there, but this one only goes in the rectangular slot, so it's hard to mess them up. But I'm just going to use my needle nose pliers and remove the connectors. Okay. So out with the old. And then this is the new one. For anyone who needs it, it's part number 705195. Now you just put it back the way it was. So the spade connector goes here. Kind of feed this around. And there's a little lip that this kind of gets set into. Keep these wires out of the way. Just goes right back in there. All right, it's back together. I'm going to put the screws back. It's fully back together. I'd say she's working. All right, and that's it. Socket was replaced. $7.50 part for a rather expensive sander, although it's a great sander. And I don't know why it broke. I do change sanders pretty often in my normal pace of work, so I guess it just kind of wore out. But I'm very glad that I had a less than stellar conversation with the gentleman in repair, and he led me to the exploded diagram and a $7.50 part. Don't try this if you're not comfortable with it, or definitely don't try it if your tool is within the warranty time frame, because Festool has a great warranty. I believe it's 3 years from the date of purchase. Like I said, this one was out of warranty by about 2 years, so I wasn't afraid to open it up and to repair that, and I'm glad I did it. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the bottom. If you like what you saw and you want to help support the channel, I ask you that you subscribe, give the thumbs up button down there. That really helps me out quite a lot. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one.